redistricting reform, we're talking about more accountability. And we're talking about the possibility of good functional government. And the reason I'm talking about, hey, what's this about good government and district lines and fair elections? The thing to remember is when we create these safe seats for Republicans and safe seats for Democrats, what happens is they're not accountable to the voters. And what happens is during that primary, you can imagine they swing root to the left, root to the right, and we end up having a lot of difficulty actually having sensible conversation. We end up with hyper-partisan Congress. We end up with just kind of crazy conversations that aren't about the welfare of Ohioans. And so we are blessed today again to have Stephanie Kight. Stephanie is an Ohio native who's back in town, and she is from Planned Parenthood, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself and why she supports redistricting reform. Thank you, Stephanie.
Care isn't just about the health services we offer. It's an attitude with which we approach the world. We care deeply, passionately, and with conviction. We stand up for women and their rights, and that is why we are urging Ohio women to vote yes on State Issue 2. State Issue 2 is a fight about equality and fairness, and women know a lot about that fight. Women come to Planned Parenthood health centers. They don't want to make a political statement. They come for quality health care and affordable health care so that they can stay healthy for themselves and for their families. And yet politics are involved in their health care every day. In this current legislative sessions, politicians in this building have introduced 12 bills that seek to restrict women's access to essential health care services. 44 hearings have been held on these and 4 bills have passed. And yet, at the same time, we've had 9 bills and resolutions introduced to increase access to reproductive and health care services, and we've not had one hearing on any of those. Politics have trumped women's health care in this State House. The reality is, women's health should not be a political issue. Politicians should not be involved in a woman's private, personal medical decisions best left between herself, her family, her faith, and her medical provider. State Issue 2 will allow for lawmakers who better reflect the views of women of Ohio, not the crafty politicians who are looking for an edge to maintain their power. I am honored to stand today with Francis Strickland and Joan Lawrence and other partners who are urging Ohioans to vote yes on State Issue 2. Joan and Francis said in their open letter to Ohio women, the system that decides who our elected officials are should be open to the public, transparent, and without partisan manipulation. State Issue 2 will take the politics and the politicians out of the process of drawing legislative lines. The result will be fair districts rather than politically safe districts that put citizens in charge and make them accountable to us. Only then will the interests of Ohio women be truly represented. Planned Parenthood urges Ohio voters to vote yes on State Issue 2. Thank you very much.